And we are giving you an update right now, checking on power outages. This is a look at Encore's outage tracker. It updates about every 10 minutes. And right now we're looking at about 70,800 people without power. That is quite a few less than we saw yesterday at our peak outage, over 300,000.
Oh, yeah, that was a big number yesterday, and that number continued to climb until it leveled off. Want to get to Natalie Haddad, who is live in the design district in Dallas. Downed power lines still causing some issues for residents. And I know it's still dark outside, but what can you see this morning, Natalie?
Hey, good morning to you, Mark. Well, if you look just over my shoulder here on Pittsburgh Street, and the crossover is at Irving Boulevard, that down power line. This is sort of what it looks like around this area, and it's hard to see immediately, like even closer to us, but there are lines scooping down, just hardly touching the road in front of the power pole that you can see leaning. So it's not just this one you see. Even though this is the only pole leaning over, there are lines scooping down to the ground. We have seen a couple of people make the attempt to come through this road. Behind the camera where you can't see, there is a fire truck blocking at least one entryway down Pittsburgh Street. And thankfully, the people that did try to come this way have turned around. And we're going to get to some power line reminders if you do see some downed lines. But first, we're going to break down the Encore numbers. Now, we looked on the Encore outage map website just a bit ago, and Dallas County is still the most affected when it comes to power outages. You see those numbers on your screen. Tarrant County follows that. Collin County, Denton, Ellis, Hunt. These were the hardest hit when it comes to power lines down. And if you're wondering when you're going to get power back, well, that's going to depend on where you live. When you go to Encore's website, this message appears. For most areas, Encore says Thursday night. For harder hit areas like McKinney, Irving, Farmers Branch, Encore says restoration will continue into Friday. Now, the lingering wind is, what is ultimately keeping the process of getting power back on a bit slower, understandably so. And Encore says if you have an outage, you can report it on their website or app. And if you come across down power lines or down power poles like we see here again on Pittsburgh Street, this is just, again, the design district not far from downtown Dallas. Be sure to not touch it, stay away from it. Do not touch anything touching the power lines, including branches. I know it seems instinctive to want to try and clear out everything that is in its way. Don't. Just step away and call 911 to report it. They have the tools and the ability to safely remove branches and things like that for these power lines until Encore can make their way here. I'll send it back to you.
Okay, I know they're working quickly. Thanks, Natalie, for the update.